I mean, I know that I'm going to smash.
We always go down some tangent somewhere.
And then the flipping, I'm going to kill the timer there. This is Graeme for you. He's always like, no, I'm ready. Oh, no, I'm just doing one more thing. What are you doing? This is new.
One, two, so one.
You ready?
I'm ready.
How's it? Welcome to this edition of the SA Crypto Market Analysis with myself, James Preston.
And myself, Graeme Tennant.
And this edition is proudly sponsored by Africa.com. Africa.com starts on Tuesday, which technically is tomorrow, but by the time you're watching this could either be today, Wednesday or Thursday. So if you are in Cape Town and it's not past the 14th of November, come and visit us. SA Crypto are going to be there at stand BL5 in the FinTech and Blockchain section. I'm also going to be on a panel with Mantla Magagula and Monica Singer for Blockchain on Wednesday afternoon at 3:05 in the afternoon. So come on through, stand BL5, come and say how's it to us at SA Crypto, and hey, we could even interview you as well. So Africa.com, free entrance, Cape Town RCC. Just click on the sidebar of the SA Crypto website and check it out. There are a whole bunch of events happening in the next couple of weeks. We'll tell you all about those. Luno coming to Durban, Zargo talking about Ripple trading in Joburg. So a whole bunch of stuff on the way. Look out for that. Graeme's going to be kept very busy as he analyzes things inside and out. Graeme, let's talk about Bitcoin right now though.
Cool.
You were a little bit bearish on our last analysis, which is going back 2 weeks now. We've missed a week.
Yep.
But you continue to be bearish. I mean, we were very excited at that huge jump here. This nice big green candle
It was a massive green candle with some really good volume as well.
And then we had
came out the blue.
And then we had a nice big sell-off just a few days ago. So after that sell-off, we're now sitting $8,700. What are you seeing? I mean, is the bearish outlook still in play here, or could we begin to see some more upside movement?
Cool. So look, the way I see it on the daily chart, if you zoom out to get the big picture, I think we're still, my feeling is that we're in this trend channel structure, and we haven't broken out of that. And until we actually have a really clear break to the upside or a break to the downside, I think that we're just probably going to move largely sideways to down with that channel, and we're going to get a little bit of up, a little bit of down, a little bit of sideways, so a little bit of everything, which makes trading difficult. So for that reason, I think that right now I'm keen to sit on the sidelines, wait for the market to kind of make up its mind, show some conviction, and nothing too exciting from a short-term trading opportunity right now. It's only if this market does sell off quite appreciably that I'll be looking to accumulate more for long-term investment. So that's my broad stance right now.
So kind of 50-50?
I think 50-50. So, but I think let's go in a little bit closer. So let's get into the hourly chart, because that's where things did start to look a little bit interesting. So we got this massive move, and that was around the 25th of October, and it was supported by some really good volume. And that's when you thought maybe this is the first leg that can actually now be the start of that impulse that's going to get us out of this channel and really start to move us forward again. But as soon as we hit this 10,000 level, we started getting a lot of sellers coming in. We got the wicks, and that put the brakes on quite quickly. It did then start to look quite interesting, because then we started to squeeze and consolidate into this symmetrical triangle, and it looked like we could have broken either side. We did break to the downside, and then we got a little spike back up again. So that's the type of price action I'm expecting to get in this type of channel. This for me is an outlier, that really big move of green candles. But this is not great for trading. It's a bit like going surfing when there's choppy waves. There's not that clear, nice, glassy, smooth wave that you can get onto. Not that I'm much of a surfer myself, but this is really choppy white water. You don't want to get involved in too much short trading in this market, in my opinion.
Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, going back, you had a short ready to go here, right? So you had some nice results with that move.
Yeah, so that was a smaller position, again, because it's in that continuation in that channel.
So you didn't want to take too much risk.
I don't want to take too much risk. So it's quite nice to take those smaller trades in this type of environment, because it keeps you engaged in the market at least. But there wasn't too much capital that was riding on that. So I did get the break to the downside, and I was bearish because we got this grouping at the bottom here. It was kind of crowding up on that bottom trend line. It looked like it was looking for an exit. So that's when I started to build up my short position. Got that nice break to the downside, but then we got the spike up here, which knocked out my stop loss. So I shifted my stop loss down once we got that initial break. I was hoping we were going to get another leg to downside, which we didn't get, but that's okay. So small little profit there, not much to speak of. And now I think we're looking fairly bearish on the shorter term period here, because this resulted in very little, this up leg. We now broke down with a fair amount of conviction. We're now testing that this support turn resistance, and I think we go lower here, but there's not enough in it for me to put a trade on right now.
Okay, and most of your trade is these leverage trading.
Yes.
Is on BitMEX, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay,
so I know that there's Bybit and Deribit, and there's a couple other competitors. CoinFlex is another one. So yeah, it's worth checking out some of the other platforms, but BitMEX is the one with all the volume still for the time.
So you're taking your profits in Bitcoin. When you
Yes.
open a short position, you have a successful trade such as that, you're going to take your profit in Bitcoin.
Absolutely,
so even though it's worth less in US dollars, you're just accumulating Bitcoin for the long term.
I want to accumulate, 100%, that's the game.
Yeah.
Spot on. Because macro, I'm still really bullish. I think that if we can get out of this channel, I think we can continue our upward march. Hopefully we get a dip down here to the blue area. That's still the area that I'm eyeing out to buy long term. Until then, I'm not going to be pushing any money in unleveraged for long-term accumulation, and maybe just nip and tuck can build a little bit of extra Bitcoin on BitMEX. So that's the game plan.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to clarify that, because I think that's important to understand. You
Yes.
are a Bitcoin bull in the long term.
Yes.
The fundamentals excite you.
Yeah.
And what's cool is that at our Lunar event, you're going to be explaining the current global economy
Yes.
and just going into a little bit of the markets and what you're seeing and expecting. So we're pretty excited to hear what you have to say.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that event. It should be great.
Yeah, so you can hear just how apocalyptic Graeme is about traditional financial markets.
Don't scare them away too much, James.
But coming here is really going to be a good one. It's happening on Tuesday. Let me look at my calendar. Tuesday, the 26th of November here in Durban. So if you like Clifford Baselling, my friend from Joburg, came all the way down for our last event here in Durban. So hey, if you want to fly down, by all means, we'd love to have you. Graeme, I think that's where we'll leave it for today.
Cool.
Any final words, closing thoughts?
No, I think that pretty much sums up my picture. Not terribly exciting right now. But again, if we can get a nice little sell-off, hopefully around 6,500, 6,000, I'm definitely looking to buy. So that's the one thing I'm looking out for. Obviously, if we do break up to the upside of the structure, then we need to get on that train quite quickly if that changes, but that's not looking like a highly probable outlook right now.
Okay, and that's where we'll certainly bring you an updated analysis if
Yes.
we start to ride the bull train.
Definitely.
All right, this edition proudly sponsored by Africa.com. It's happening until Thursday, the 14th of November. Come and visit SA Crypto Stand BL5 in the blockchain and fintech section. It's with SwiftX and SA Crypto. We are partner companies, of course, so come and check us out. We'd love to see you. Registration is free, so come on, there's no excuse not to get there, and we'll see you then. From myself, James Preston.
And myself, Graeme Tennant.
It's goodbye for now.
Cheers for now.
SA Crypto is not a registered financial advisory, and the information provided in this market analysis is for informational purposes only. Each audience member is responsible for their own financial decisions, and SA Crypto cannot be held responsible for any decisions made by those within its audience. SA Crypto strongly encourages all audience members to consult a professional and registered financial advisor before making any financial decisions.